Hello guys, welcome to the movie recap review. Happy watching.
Damn, that's a close shave.
What's happening?
What is going on? Ow! What the fuck?
In the town of Dilford, Ohio, 3 distinct species coexist under a fragile truce: humans, vampires, and zombies, each living in separate but overlapping worlds. Vampires reign supreme, dominating both the social hierarchy and the food chain with their effortless charisma and allure. Zombies, on the other hand, are relegated to the outskirts of society, confined to a ghetto, and kept in line with special compliance collars that allow them to integrate minimally with the rest of the town. Humans fall somewhere in between, caught between their fear of vampires and their disdain for zombies, whom they regard as little more than second-class citizens. Despite the uneasy peace, each group maintains strict boundaries and unspoken rules to keep the tensions at bay. Dag, a high school nerd, is determined to shed his loser reputation by losing his virginity to Lorelei, the most popular girl in school. His mission, however, is complicated by his resentment toward Rick Wilson, the smug baseball coach and manager of the local meatpacking plant. Rick recently replaced all the human workers, including Dag's mom, with cheaper zombie labor. During a heated encounter, Rick mocks Dag while he practices pitching, throwing him off his game. Frustrated and distracted, Dag misfires a pitch, accidentally injuring one of the school's star athletes. Dag's hippie parents, ever eager to lift his spirits, sit him down for one of their infamous pep talks. This time, they launch into a heartfelt, if awkward, speech about how the men in their family are late bloomers, peppered with euphemisms about puberty and big changes on the horizon. Dag squirms in discomfort as their well-meaning encouragement grows increasingly mortifying. Unable to endure it any longer, he cuts them off mid-sentence and retreats to his room. Meanwhile, Petra, a lonely social outcast, experiences what she believes to be a dream come true when Milan, the school's charming vampire playboy, shows interest in her. In a whirlwind of passion, Milan seduces her and turns her into a vampire during a steamy makeout session. But the euphoria is short-lived. When Petra brings up the idea of making their relationship permanent, Milan coldly dismisses her, leaving her to navigate her new vampiric existence alone, confused and heartbroken. Elsewhere, Dag's former best friend, Ned, struggles with his own isolation. As the younger brother of the athlete Dag accidentally injured, Ned has become an outsider in both school and home. Despite his brilliance, he's one of the smartest people in Dilford. He's shunned by his sports-obsessed father and written off by teachers who see no value in his intellect. After a heated argument with his family, Ned seeks solace in the zombie ghetto, desperate for an escape from his own mind. There, he encounters a teenage zombie girl and, in a moment of reckless despair, allows her to bite him. The transformation into a zombie offers him the numbness he craves, freedom from thought, expectations, and the constant pain of rejection. Just as Dag is finally about to hook up with Lorelei, a sudden alien invasion strikes Dilford. The chaos throws the town into disarray, with residents mistakenly believing that vampires, zombies, and humans have turned on each other. This misunderstanding escalates into a full-blown war, pitting the 3 groups against one another in a chaotic free-for-all. Dag and Lorelei seek refuge in a house, but their hiding spot is soon raided by vampires. In the skirmish, Lorelei is seemingly killed by Petra, who has always harbored jealousy toward her. Forced to team up amid the escalating violence, Dag, Ned, and Petra take shelter in the basement of Stuart Miller, the town's eccentric doomsday prepper. However, hunger gets the better of Petra and zombie Ned, leading them to devour Stuart and his mother. When the aliens track them to the basement, the group flees to the high school. Tensions rise as Dag and Ned confront their fractured friendship, with Dag revealing he doesn't want to be seen as a loser anymore. Hurt, Ned, still a genius despite his zombie condition, storms off. Meanwhile, Dag and Petra find themselves trapped together. In a moment of vulnerability, they kiss, but Dag hesitates, prompting Petra to accuse him of being afraid of her. The aliens close in again, but Ned realizes that their vision is limited to inorganic materials, like synthetic fabrics. Stripping down to avoid detection, the trio sprints to Dag's house, where they find a stash of organic cotton clothes left behind by Dag's eco-conscious mother, allowing them to mask their presence from the aliens. Later, Dag, Petra, and Ned are captured by the aliens and imprisoned in a massive warehouse. Inside, they discover force fields segregating humans, vampires, and zombies into separate enclosures. To their surprise, Dag and Petra find that Lorelei, rather than being dead, has been turned into a stunning vampire, which leaves Petra feeling insecure. Despite the divisions, the trio uncovers a weakness in the force fields and uses this knowledge to unite the captive groups. Rallying everyone, Dag, Ned, and Petra convince the factions to set aside their differences and fight back against the aliens. The group escapes and heads to Rick Wilson's meat factory, where they learn the aliens' true goal, tetrafluoroxypan, a chemical used to transform horse cartilage into artificial meat. It turns out the aliens have been harvesting the substance for their own mysterious purposes. Dag persuades Rick to let the townspeople into the factory just as the aliens arrive. The creatures submerge themselves in the chemical, merging into a single, enormous alien entity. The massive alien begins delivering a speech, explaining that they originally intended to request the chemical peacefully, but decided to detain the townsfolk after observing the destructive infighting among the vampires, zombies, and humans. It even scolds them using a misquoted line from a Billy Joel song. However, before it can finish, Petra mocks the alien for being condescending and points out that the alien's terrifying arrival caused the chaos in the first place. Infuriated, Rick impulsively hurls a torque wrench at the creature, triggering its rage. The giant alien lashes out, swatting at the crowd with its massive hands. Chaos erupts as people scatter. Keller is tragically crushed into a bloody mist, and Petra is thrown across the factory floor, accidentally dislodging an ammonia hose. The ammonia begins to dissolve the alien's body, revealing it to be highly vulnerable to the chemical. Seizing the opportunity, Dag rallies the townspeople to grab more hoses and unleash streams of ammonia on the creature. Meanwhile, Milan corners Petra in the chaos and attempts to kill her. As Dag spots the confrontation, Petra's earlier words about his hesitation echo in his mind. This time, he doesn't falter. He charges at Milan, tackling him to the ground. Dag throws a few punches, but Milan's superior strength quickly overwhelms him, pinning him to the floor. Just as Milan raises his weapon to strike, the clouds shift, revealing the full moon. Moonlight streams through a window and touches Dag. Almost instantly, his body begins to transform. His muscles expand, his features become sharper, and thick fur sprouts across his skin. Dag realizes, with a mix of shock and clarity, that this is the big change his parents had tried to warn him about. He's a werewolf. Embracing his newfound power, Dag leaps back into the fight with Milan, matching him blow for blow. As the battle rages, Dag snarls, warning Milan to stay away from Petra. Milan, refusing to back down, lunges at Dag with a knife. In the heat of the moment, Dag instinctively dodges, and Milan's momentum sends him crashing into a nearby wooden spike. The stake impales him cleanly, and with a blinding flash, Milan's body erupts into ash and embers, vanishing in an instant. As the defeated alien shrinks back to its miniature form, it scrambles to escape in its spaceship, dropping a bomb to obliterate the town in retaliation. Ned, despite being a zombie, catches the bomb, proving he's just as capable as his star athlete brother. He hands it off to Dag, who pitches it with perfect aim into the alien ship just as its doors close. The spaceship erupts in a fiery explosion, wiping out the alien threat for good. With the danger gone, the town begins to return to normal. Lorelei approaches Dag and asks him out on a date, but he chooses to be with Petra instead. Meanwhile, Ned seems happier and more confident as a zombie, and his bond with his now zombified star athlete brother has grown stronger than ever.
And that's the end of the story. I hope you liked it. Comment down below what movies do you like us to recap next. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.